right, welcome to Virtual Kids Create Library, and
Look what I found in my bag.
sponsored by Ark Randolph and Company. And they are a company actually in Pennsylvania. And so you might think, why would they sponsor the Massillon Public Library? But the reason is because of one of the ladies who owns it grew up in Massillon, and she used to come to our library when she was a kid and when she was a teenager and a young adult. So that's why Ark Randolph, her company, is sponsoring some of our children's stuff here at the Massillon Public Library. So that's pretty cool. We are just waiting for a couple more people to join in here. I'm going to start putting your names in for the prize so I don't forget. So I know we have Kennedy. I'm going to put your name in the bag. And Kayla's name goes in. Kara, Mackenzie. Zachary, are you under Zachary, or you have another name, or is that somebody's dad's name? Oh, I bet you that's Elijah.
It's Elijah.
Elijah. We have some more people who are supposed to be on who are coming. I don't know where they are yet. Now let's see, I get mixed up. I know Kennedy and I know Hannah. How about you other two girls? Which names are you? What's your name?
Mackenzie.
I got you, okay. And what's your name, hon? You must be Kiera. Nod your head if you're Kiera. Okay, I got your name in then. All right. Well, we are going to be getting started here. See if anybody else comes. I hope you got your bag and everything that was in it. If you don't have a picture of a pet or an animal, we provided you some different ones in there. So anybody have a picture of a pet that they're going to use, or are you going to use one of my calendar pictures? Aha, oh, I see a cute dog. Hannah has a cute dog. See some bunnies.
Is it okay if I just draw my puppy without a picture? Because I have him right here.
You could try that. I see Elijah's got a kitty cat. Oh, and you're gonna use the piglets. Okay. You could try that. What it's gonna come out like is kind of like this. So it's really neat, and it's a way of making prints. And prints are how we make books and how a lot of artists make artist prints. So you're gonna find out a way to make the same thing over and over if you want to, and you can make it in different colors. I don't know if you can see the kitty cats up here. They are done in different colors. It's the same picture, but somebody did them in all different colors. They made a print and then they filled it in. So that's what we're going to learn how to do today. So the first thing you want to do is take your picture, whatever picture you're going to use, and stick it inside of your plastic page protector. And I'm actually doing a bigger one here, so I have a plastic over top of my giraffes. So instead of the page protector, I'm using this. If your picture is small, if you ever want to do this again and you have a small picture, you can always kind of tape it inside so it doesn't slide around inside your plastic page protector. And you can always clean off that plastic and use it again and again. Somebody else is waiting to come in. Let me let them in.
Can you come over here and help me? Where's mommy's volume on this thing?
Hello to Daniel and Josie. And can you guys let me know the names of all the kids that are joining with you? Because I think I know your mom's name, but not your name. So it's Josie. I'm putting names in for.
What? So what? So what? We were muted.
Are you Daniel?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm Stacy.
And that's Josie. Josie's back there.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Stacy was your mom. Never mind. Okay, everybody's names are in for a prize. What we just did was we talked about how we're going to be making a print, and you can make a print over and over again, and it'll turn out pretty much the same. So you want to take your picture that you chose and put it inside your plastic page protector. And I was just telling them I've got plastic on top of my giraffes here, so I could do a little bit bigger one to show you. And I don't know if you guys are going to be using the calendar pictures I gave you, or if you have an actual, photo or something of your own pet or somebody else that you want to make the print of. Put that inside your plastic, please.
This is more cardstock. Is that okay?
I had cardstock and it's a little bit, but you can try it. So the first thing we're doing is with the page protector and the picture. So we're putting that inside there.
Thanks, Mother, for giving me.
Okay, then I gave you washable markers, and they have to be washable to do the print making. And so what you want to do is take one of the markers that I gave you, or another washable marker. And I already kind of started, and you just want to trace around the parts that you want to show. And it's going to look, if you can see this, it's going to look like this when you're done.
What do you mean?
It's just going to be an outline on the plastic. So, like for example, okay, I'll show you my dog.
I just got to pet the cat. Wait, what are
You
those?
guys have a lot of background noise. You want to put it on mute for me? Okay, this is my dog Odie, and this is a picture of him, and I put it in the page protector, and I went around all the big shapes with the marker, and then what I ended up with, it looks like this. So you want to go around all the outlines and around the edges. And you don't want to color anything in yet.
What are you doing?
So like for this black and white dog up here, you want to, if you've got black and white or you have light and dark, you want to differentiate. You don't want to just draw around his head. You want to draw on top of the parts that are different colors. So then you can see I colored it in later. You don't want to color it in yet. You just want to make a line around all the different shades. So I started out doing the giraffe, and I was drawing just an outline around the different shades, the dark versus the light. And I got down to here and I stopped. So I'm going to keep going. I'm doing the outline of the little giraffe's neck. I'm going to draw around all of the giraffe's spots. I'm not going to color them in. I'm just going to draw.
Laura, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but are you drawing on the paper, or are you drawing on the
Drawing on the plastic.
on the plastic? Okay, thank you.
I put a plastic over top of this big picture just to show you.
Okay, thank you.
So then it is kind of hard to see, like when I drew the picture of my dog, you can't really see it, but it comes out on the plastic, and then that's what we're going to use to make the print. It's just hard to see. So outlining, and not just outlining the shape of the animal, but outlining the light versus the dark, shadowy versus the sunlight parts, so that you're going to get the colors when you go to make your print. And you can do this a million jillion times anytime you want. If you keep your plastic and just keep doing different ones, it's kind of fun. Everybody's working so hard. Very nice. Is anybody done? Okay, keep going. It's Hard to see.
I did this bird picture.
Did the kitty? And Kira, you did the bird? I'm sorry, Mackenzie. What did you do, Mackenzie? Elijah, are you all done? Okay. Good. Kennedy's not done? Okay, start working. What are you doing looking at me? Okay, very nice piglets. Now I see, did you do the eyes? You want to make sure you did the eyes. I see one way of erasing a line that you don't like. You're at home, so you can spit on your finger if you want to. Or you could get a wet paper towel. Hannah, you did the dog? Nice. Okay, when you get through, you can either leave the picture in the plastic or you can take it out when you're done, doesn't matter. And then you are going to take you're gonna need your wet paper towel. So if you don't have your wet paper towel yet, you're gonna wanna get that. Doesn't have to be very wet. Okay, so what I did was I went to the sink and I just got a little paper cup and wet my paper towel. And then I kind of am gonna squeeze it out because I don't really want that much water. So it's kind of pretty wet, but not that wet. And I'm going to brush it kind of all over the paper. Don't get your paper sopping wet, but get it kind of damp. And when it's damp, you're going to press it onto your plastic where you did your marker. So I'm going to hold it real still with my hand. You can tape it if you want to, and then I'm just going to kind of rub it to make sure that I try to get all of the marker onto the paper. Okay, this is where I'm making my print. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to look underneath and see if it works. Kind of. Okay, I'm going to take it off and see if it works. Mine didn't turn out too well. I might have needed to get it a little bit wetter, but I'll show you. Ooh, that's good. Kennedy, ooh. Nice, Mackenzie, okay. Here is my other one that I made of my dog. And that one came out a little bit better. I think I had trouble because I was trying to do it on the easel so you guys could see it. Oh, Hannah, that came out pretty good, didn't it? Kira's is nice. Elijah, how did yours come out? Cool. All right, so the next thing is that you're going to want to let it dry a little bit. But really it dries pretty fast. I mean, you can kind of wave it around a little bit. And then what you're going to do is when it's dry, then you can color it. So let me see, I'll take this down and show you. This was the example, and this is showing you how they colored their kitty cat when it was all dry. And then that one, you could see they did it again and again, and they did different colors. So this was my other dog that I did. And does anybody notice anything about like my dog or about your picture when you look at your marker picture where you did your wet paper and you look back at your original picture that you had? Does anybody notice anything about it? I think Mackenzie's raising her. It's flipped. It's a mirror image, right? Very good. And that's because you were, you know, drawing on the front side of it, and then when you put the paper on it, it was the opposite. So you are going to get a mirror image. It's going to be different from your original photograph a little bit. Anybody ever hear of Andy Warhol? He was a famous artist known for pop art, and he did a lot of things that were kind of like prints like this, and he would do a whole lot of different colors of them, kind of like the cat. He's also famous for a painting of a Campbell soup can. Yep, Campbell soup. So what I'm kind of thinking I want to do with my dog picture is I would like to make some different colors of that, and like the kitty cat ones, and maybe, you know, put them up all together. So if it's not dry yet, you know, don't worry about it. You might have to wait a little bit. But if you want to wait for it to dry and, you know, go ahead and do another one on your plastic while you're waiting, you could kind of, like this one I kind of redid. So there might be a little bit of marker on your plastic still. You could kind of save it. You could kind of go over it or put your picture back in, or you could erase it and do a different picture, and you could do the whole thing again right now. And then you could wait until they all dry and color all of them. I started out coloring this guy with markers, and I kind of like how that looks. I think they did the cat with markers, but you could also do crayons. And I just opened a box of 48 crayons. I love crayons. Or you could do colored pencil or whatever you wanted. And that is how you can make some prints.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get more paper.
Oh, awesome. We love it when you have to go get more paper. All right, well, I think while we are letting you work a little bit more, we are going to draw for some stuffed animals because it was pet portraits. So I do have some of these puppies and kitties that we had given away before at New Year's Eve time, but we still have a bunch of puppies and kitties. So I need to give these away. Actually, I need to go count them and see. I might have enough for everybody. So if you will excuse me for a moment, I will be right back. Okay. I do not have quite enough for everybody to get one. I'm very sorry about that. I'm gonna pull your name, and actually I only have one cat, so whoever's name I pull first, you're gonna get to pick. Well, unless nobody wants the cat. I'm gonna pull your name out of the hat, out of the bag, and then you can tell me if you want the dog or the cat. If you got one before, you might want the opposite one. Did anybody get a dog or a cat at one of our other programs? No? Okay, here I go, drawing a name. It is Hannah. Hannah, would you like a puppy or a kitty? I can read her lips and she's saying puppy, right, Hannah? Puppy? Okay. I'm gonna draw the next name. It is Elijah. Elijah, would you like a puppy or a kitty?
I want a cat.
You want the cat? Awesome.
Cat.
That means everybody else
I get the cat.
get the dog. I'm gonna keep going here. These are for dogs. Mackenzie, get a dog. And what I'm gonna do is have these at the children's desk for you, so your parents or you or whoever can come into the children's room and pick that up. The next winner is gonna be Daniel. Daniel, would you be interested in a puppy? Daniel, puppy?
Go ahead and say yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do one more.
There's
Kennedy.
there was only one kitty, and so we already said that.
Okay, so you got a puppy? Okay.
Puppy, awesome. All right, so don't forget that we have lots of great art books at the library, like arts and crafts, and there's all kinds of ideas in those. Sometimes I get my ideas from our books. This one in particular, I actually got on the internet, so your parents might want to go to this website. It's pretty cool. It's called kitchentableclassroom.com, Kitchen Table Classroom, and it's got all kinds of cool art projects and different crafts and stuff for kids to do and have some fun. How's your printmaking going there?
Good. I've already made 2 birds, and I'm working on another one.
Very good. Okay. Were you getting it wet enough? Ooh, nice coloring. Since I didn't quite get mine wet enough. It is going to curl up a little bit, but if you like tape it down, you know, or tape it to a cardboard or something, maybe you would be able to hang it up and it'd be flatter. Or if it's really good, you might want to frame it. Well, I'm so glad that everybody came to the Virtual Kids Create today at Massillon Public Library. And I hope you will look for some more programs that we have going on next time. For littler people, we have a Baby Shark story time coming up toward the end of March. And we always have our daytime story times on Thursday mornings, live on Zoom for smaller people. And then, of course, we're going to have our Virtual Kids Create next month. And then we're also going to be doing some things for the Big Read that we do in conjunction with the Massillon Museum. So look for some kids programs to go along with that on mythology, Greek mythology, and stuff like that.